If your last name is Garcia, you carry one of the most powerful and widespread names in the Spanish-speaking world. A name that has traveled through kingdoms, wars, migrations, and new beginnings. Millions of families share this name. But when it's attached to you, it becomes something unique. Your personal story, your family's journey. The name Garcia is ancient. Its roots go back more than 1,000 years to early medieval kingdoms in what is now Spain. Historians believe it may come from an Old Basque word meaning young, brave, or courageous, maybe even connected to bear-like strength. From the beginning, Garcia was associated with people who stood out, leaders, warriors, and those who dared to move forward. In the early Middle Ages, kings and nobles in Navarre, Leon, and Castile carried the name Garcia. Their names were written in fragile chronicles and royal records, but over time the name left palaces and castles and spread into everyday life, into villages, farms, and ordinary homes. Some Garcias were soldiers watching the borders. Others were shepherds in the mountains, craftsmen in town workshops, priests, or local officials. The name carried a quiet reputation, people with courage, responsibility, and a desire to build something for the next generation. Then came the great turning point, the age of exploration and conquest. Ships left Spain heading west, toward an unknown world. On many of those ships were men named Garcia, soldiers, settlers, translators, priests, and laborers. They arrived in what is now Mexico, the Caribbean, Central America, and South America. They married, had children, and planted roots. Over centuries, the name Garcia became one of the pillars of the Hispanic world, present in cities, villages, and countrysides across Latin America. Much later, a new kind of journey began, not by ship, but by bus, train, and on foot. Garcias began moving north in larger and larger numbers. They headed toward the United States, entering through Texas, California, Arizona, and New Mexico, searching for work and a chance at something better. They settled in neighborhoods in Los Angeles, San Antonio, Phoenix, Chicago, Houston, New York, and many other cities. They worked in fields, factories, kitchens, construction sites, shops, and offices. Slowly, quietly, they helped build the country they now lived in. Let's imagine one of these journeys inspired by thousands of real Garcia families. In 1974, a young man named Diego Garcia left his hometown in Mexico. He didn't leave because he hated his home. He left because he loved his family too much to accept that nothing would change. His father had worked the same fields his whole life. His mother washed clothes and cooked for other families to earn extra money. They were proud, but tired. When Diego turned 18, they hugged him tightly and gave him what little they had saved. "Go, my son," his father said. "Don't forget where you come from, but go and see what you can build." Diego crossed the border with a small bag, a folded photo of his parents, and a heart full of fear and determination. In the United States, nothing was easy. He washed dishes in restaurants, worked in warehouses, then on construction sites. His hands cracked in the cold. His back ached at night. His English was broken. He felt invisible to many people, but to his family, he was a lifeline. Every month he sent money home and wrote letters. "I'm tired, but I'm still here. One day I'm going to bring you something better." Years passed. Diego learned more English. He moved from job to job, always trying to climb one small step at a time. He eventually became a supervisor on a construction crew, not rich, not famous, but respected. He met a woman also named Garcia. They married, rented a small apartment, and started a family. Their children grew up hearing Spanish at home and English at school. They listened to stories about the Pueblo, about their grandparents, and the first winter in the United States. They also saw something else, their father leaving early in the morning and coming home late, tired, but always asking about their day. Diego's daughter dreamed of becoming a nurse. His son loved computers and math. They were the future of the Garcia name in a new country. One day, years later, Diego sat in a school gym watching his daughter cross the stage to receive her diploma. On the program he held in his hands, he saw it printed, Maria Elena Garcia, nursing graduate. All the sacrifice suddenly felt like part of a path that led to this moment. Whether this exact Diego Garcia existed or not, his story represents millions of Garcias who have walked similar roads. Today, the name Garcia is everywhere. On uniforms, mailboxes, office doors, school IDs, and work badges. You'll find Garcias in fields and factories, in clinics and hospitals, in restaurants and tech companies, in music studios and sports teams. The strength of the name Garcia lives in the values passed down. Work hard, help your family, don't forget where you come from, keep going, even when it's tough. Maybe your grandparents never had degrees or titles, but they carried courage, love, and faith in a future they would not fully see, but that you are living now. So when someone calls your name, Garcia, remember it is the echo of suitcases packed at dawn, of hands stained from hard work, of laughter around crowded tables. You are not just a Garcia. You carry a legacy of strength, courage, and family that is much bigger than you think.